Question, how is the pizza in Guido's dumpster?
Oh, it's amazing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Welcome to Uber Spicy, the hot new spicy food challenge in a car. Today we have a special guest with us, comedian Teddy K. Welcome to the show. How are you with spicy food?
I am pretty good with spicy food. I love spicy food. As I'm getting older, though, it's like starting to. It's like it's great going in, and then going out is like where I get more concerned.
Do you have a specific like hot sauce you like, or?
Or I mean, I really like Frank's. Frank's is just a solid one.
Yeah.
Sriracha before it started being in everything was pretty good too.
Can't even get regular sriracha anymore.
I don't know. It's like spicy mayo.
All right. Well, we're gonna those
ramp
levels and go beyond that tonight.
Shoot, that one in the middle is very red.
Yes, it
That
is.
is the bomb.
Yes, that
Beyond
one is
insanity. That is a scary one.
We have more water back here, but there's 2 in your door.
Oh, fantastic.
And a couple here.
Yeah,
So.
One for every hole.
First sauce up tonight is sriracha, coming in at 2,200 Scoville units. Down the hatch.
So measuring Scoville units, is there like a machine that like will give you a reading on it?
I'm not sure if it's an exact science. And you'll see that tonight with the numbers of them. They don't always correspond.
No, with the heat.
Do you think that there's just one dude that they're like, how spicy is this? And he's just like,
Yeah, there might
9
be,
million.
Yeah.
I-
His name's like
Scoville.
Bob Scoville. Let me explain the rules too. We have 6 sauces. Sauces 1 through 5. You can have all the liquids you would like. On the 6th one, you have to go 5 minutes without any liquids to get through the 5 minutes of fire challenge and win the prize tonight.
Oh, you guys are sick. You guys are sadists out here.
And you got in the car.
No, you didn't even know us. All right, next up is our very own Uber Spicy Original Habanero Hot Sauce. The Scoville rating on this one is unknown.
You gotta run it by Bob.
Yeah, that one
Bob
guy hasn't
Scoville.
tried it. Yeah.
Down the hatch.
All right, Teddy, looks like you started comedy in October 2022. What made you start and how is it going?
I started. I went in to catch one of the Lesby Kings shows when they were running them at Mad Swede, and Norrell was a host that night. And I talked to them a little bit about it, and then I also saw that there was like an open mic coming up, so I decided to check it out. And I got curious. I wanted to see if I could go up and just like riff first off, and I was pleasantly surprised that the audience was like resonating with it a little bit.
So you didn't have anything prepared? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, shoot.
I was just like, here's a couple jokes off the top of my head. Mad Sweet on Thursday night almost always gives unless the energy is weird.
Yeah.
Josh and Ian have a show that they're doing at Mad Sweet where it's in the brewery section.
Yeah, we did a
Cool.
thing
Yeah.
with them like February 24th. Yeah. And then after the comedians got done with their sets, we had our car parked out there. They hopped in the car and we did like a chip hot sauce challenge thing with all of them. So,
I mean,
Chris nearly threw up that night.
oh, number 1.
Is that the worst one?
It's the worst one.
All right,
Are you
fuck it.
sure?
No, let's
Okay.
do it.
Let's
Fuck it,
do it.
Let's do
This
it.
is Hellfire Doomed.
Is it like a billion Scoville or something?
6.6 million.
Okay. So it's a little bit more than a jalapeno, you'd think.
Little bit, not too. And I
came
was
in,
like, I'm
she-
taking
she
a break.
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was all over, we're standing around
The sweat's
inside.
bad.
I start sweating. I feel my stomach. I was like, go use the restroom. And over there's a fucking line for the restroom. Can't get in. So I was like, I'm just going to go out to the car. I had one of these puke bags out. and I just start dripping sweat. I like literally drips. I soaked one of the napkins we had.
No.
And,
That happened at one of the open mics I went to. Is before that I had just gone to like a Chinese buffet
yeah.
and I crammed like 5 plates.
Oh God.
And I just get up there and it's like I could feel, yeah, there's
Yeah.
like this was a miscalculation.
Number 3 is Tierfing's Curse, coming in at 99,000 Scoville units.
Wait, Tierfing?
Tierfing's down the hatch.
This is one Chris loves on his eggs. All right, Teddy, how did Comic of the Month go?
Ooh. It went interesting. A lot of the folks I knew Henry was gonna win it. Because Henry is just a ridiculously funny guy. And most of the folks that went up had like started doing like comedy like around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
For me it was mostly I felt that one. Like I got the sauce
Yeah.
kick.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. That's kind of citrusy.
That one's tasty, yeah. I like the taste. Yeah, it does have a tangy flavor to it.
I took notes on it. It like really hammered in. Holly got second place, and their set is they took the time to like really hammer in and like structure.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went up, there was moments where like written material that I had it solid. The fillers and like one-liners went out my ear. So that night really like hammered in how important like the structure is to it.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the judges was like gave input and was saying like, you know, as like a comedian that does niche material, and I was like, yo, niche, like just say I'm a faggot. Like, just say that I'm outside of the bell curve. Like,
All right, should we
Oh
move
boy,
on to
are we ready?
the bomb?
this is the one that has a color that's kind of freaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ever watch Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one where everyone starts reacting.
Yeah.
Are you okay if I put like a little close up of that?
Yeah, go
Like,
for it. Yeah.
Like that's fluorescent.
Next one up is the bomb Beyond Insanity, coming in at 135,600 Scoville units. Down the hatch.
Mm. Oh. All right, Teddy, do you do drag or have a lot of friends that do? And then thoughts or statements you'd like to make regarding conservative politicians and their current attempts to ban drag.
So,
Oh.
that one's spicy.
And you can have any water, please. Don't
I think I'm gonna have to. I can
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my partners, Tony, does drag pretty regularly at the balcony,
Okay.
and I've been very lucky to be able to be there and watch them do it and support it. I met like a lot of really cool people in that scene through them. And yep.
Oh, it's awful.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
When I got a close up of the seeds, I was like, yeah. Whew. And I guess where I feel at this point is like history repeats itself, and we've already been here a million times. And every single time that politicians are trying to take a stab at identity or whatever, it's literally to distract from the fact that they know economically the other shoe is going to drop, and they just don't have an answer for it. So it's like, let's distract from the actual problems, give us a little breathing room by making people fight over whatever. And where I'm at is like, I have a joke that I do on stage where it's like, you know, the folks that are writing some of the bills, it's like we've had like Larry Craig, you know, like trying to like pick up people at like fucking airport stalls and like shit like that.
On August 8th, Larry Craig pled guilty to disorderly conduct for allegedly propositioning an undercover cop in an airport restroom.
And it's like there's never like any laws being like let's make underage marriage like more illegal, you know. There's nothing against you know, grooming people when they're like under the age of like 21 or like stuff like that. So really it's more about they still want access to children. They just don't want to be queer about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that got way political. There's a couple comedians that are like, oh great, you gave him a fucking platform. Just endless. I could go on. You can tell that the Steve's like, you got me spicy. I'm just like,
and you haven't even had one
Has
drink.
anyone just done it straight face? Like just been like,
Marina Wool.
Yeah, Marina
She
Wool
fucking
was straight
killed it.
face.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
We were
okay.
dying, and
We were
she just
dying.
had a little glisten in her eyes.
Yeah.
That was it. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, she was.
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I joke with Marina that like they got like the resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of these days I'll get it to break. I'll be like, there's something behind there. There's something behind those eyes. You are a human being.
Yeah.
That was our first time spending time with her, and I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got
Nice
to know her
person,
a bit
yeah.
more.
No, she and Brittany were the hosts of the Friday night show,
Oh, okay.
and they were great. They're like what's the two like old folks from the Muppets?
Hey, what are you doing? I dropped my gum. Hey, lady, would you toss my gum up? You could have taken it out of their wig first.
Oh, yeah,
I
those
forget their
two in
names,
the
but in the balcony.
Yeah, imagine that, but like way more feminist and lesbian.
Right. What's your review of the bomb?
The bomb, very it's spicy.
Yeah.
I would say like thumbs up. That's spicy for sure.
Flavor.
I liked it.
What?
Oh.
You're like number 2, I think.
Yeah,
of
because
people.
it's kind of barbecue-y.
Wow.
Oh, so I feel I find it chemical.
Yeah.
A little bit. Next one up is Melinda's ghost pepper wing sauce and condiment, coming in at 400,000 Scoville units down the hatch.
Do you know Melissa personally?
Hmm?
Do you know Melissa personally, or is it just Melissa?
No, it was just a brand. Yeah. Not my friend.
No, damn.
All right, music. Who in the Boise scene is a must-see live? Strictly because I've seen that you are at shows a lot, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
And who would you like to see on Uber Spicy Season 2 from the music scene?
Okay. So I really like I've floated between like Boise and Spokane, and so like I've gotten the opportunity to see a lot of really cool shows. There's this band right now, Dirt Russell, that has Angela Houston on drums, and I got to see previous bands that they were in, Desert Graves, and those members have separated and are in like rodeo screams and stuff like that, and all of those guys are really nice people and make incredible music. There's a band that's kind of younger, like Neocentrics. They were on KTVB a little bit with a couple of other bands.
Oh, yeah.
Like Ingrown and all of those bands. Boise's kind of like blowing up in terms of like representing like hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, also the Desert Graves folks, French Tips. French Tips are really fun.
French Tips. A while back in December, we had a rapper on,
Oh, heck yeah.
and we got a lot of people from his scene, started watching too. So like we want to venture out into music scene a bit. All right, coming up in spot number 6, Hellfire Doomed, coming in at 6.6 million Scoville units.
Hellfire Doomed.
Hellfire Doomed, down the hatch. Timer started.
Sorry, I heard you whimper back
Yeah.
there.
A little whimper.
Oh,
All right,
no.
Teddy, you said on Facebook that you started rebuilding your life about 6 months ago. What have you learned, and how has your life changed in that time? Oh, you just lost.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
Boo!
Oh my God. Take that from
That's twice he's done that on a show.
Oh man!
Like, I need to wash this
just
down.
instant reflex.
Yeah.
Like when I first went back to Boise, I took like a few months because I had just ended like a roommate situation where there are other people in like their late 20s, early 30s, and they started bringing around like 19-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, that's closer to my daughter's age than my age, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can't be around that shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a choice that caused me to like rebuild, where I was just like, I can't be in like this environment anymore. I need to take a couple months and like come back and try to rebuild and all that. I've been like very, very, very lucky to not only have partners in my life that support what I'm doing and actively are encouraging me to go and do it, but also just like
Yeah.
it's like, sorry, I'm being very unthankful. No, I just I've been used. I think anyone that's kind of navigated some stuff where they've had to kind of be like self-resilient, or trying to reestablish stability in like times or like places that are kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
They all have chunks where it's kind of like, well, like they're waiting for the other shoe to drop, like they're waiting for either things to like get chaotic again. But I don't know, like if like even like from like last year, if I was to look at like what's going on now and like the awesome people that are in my life, like all of the things that I've been able to like prioritize like creatively or like then my hobbies and stuff, I would have been like, like, yo, like I would have expected you to like, I don't know. I feel really lucky. I'm really glad that I'm participating in an art form where it's like regularly I get to interact with like people that like challenge me.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, are always like improving. And to have like partners that support it, like I think most people would like that's all you really need, I guess.
I think so.
Yeah. So much happier now.
Oh yeah, well, like everyone has like stupid hobbies, right? It's like a miracle when you have someone that's like also down for
your stupid hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
So
I just picked up the harmonica.
Yeah. Start playing the harmonica. Yeah.
You playing Prison Blues yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
Oh man.
What do you play?
I play guitar and
nice.
I do vocals sometimes. But the buy-in for equipment is just getting pricier and pricier. So it's like if I'm gonna dive back into it, I wanna make sure that I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I guess that was another motivation for like doing stand-up is like I really miss like being on stage and doing performance. Stand-up, fortunately, the buy-in is mostly time.
Right.
It's time and effort. So
yeah, you don't need equipment really, and you just need your voice.
I mean, Aaron will bring equipment on stage for sure.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Aaron.
Does he?
Weinmiller?
Yeah.
We saw him before.
Oh, that's
Cast
right.
With his electric guitar.
Yeah.
At one time.
Yeah. So Brittany and Aaron are definitely like doing the crossover with it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Teddy, you killed it. You got through the bomb, Hellfire, 5 minutes of fire challenge. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and you have won.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Well, one more question. How is the pizza in Guido's dumpster?
Oh, it's amazing.
Is it really?
Yeah. So